Using groups within Revu has just gotten easier with our new SmartGroup features in Revu 12. There are many different reasons to group markups. Our estimation customers will often group similar types of takeoffs for a more organized report. Or customers in oil and gas will often create complex P&ID symbols using groups. SmartGroup consists of 3 new features that make grouping and editing elements within groups more user-friendly. Let's take a look. For the first feature, I'm going to open up a blank PDF and I'm going to go into my tool chest and select one of these valve symbols that I've created. Just going to drag it out onto my drawing here. So the first new feature of SmartGroup is the ability to move and edit an element within a group without having to ungroup it first. So you'll see this is actually a group of different elements, but when I hold down the Alt key, you'll notice each individual element is highlighted. I can then select whatever element I want to move or edit, and when I select it, it's going to turn with the purple control points here. So the ones with purple control points, that's the element that you can now edit or move. So I can take this valve, I can drag it over here, I can then click on the yellow control point and rotate it, let's say 180 degrees. I want to place it over here on the other side. I could even go in here and change the color of it to blue if I wanted to. And it's that easy. So I've just edited an element within a group without having to first ungroup and then regroup it all together. Our next 2 features for SmartGroup will be especially appreciated within takeoff and estimation workflows. So I'm going to open up this document here that already has a number of measurements and takeoffs already placed down on the drawing. And I want to show you 2 other features of SmartGroup that can be seen down in the markups list. So let's open up the markups list here. And you'll notice So let's open up the markups list, and you'll notice I have a number of baseboard takeoffs here. And I'm going to go ahead, in order to make this a more organized report that I'm going to export to Excel, I'm going to actually group all of these baseboard measurements together. So I can just multi-select them directly from the markups list. You'll see they're all selected on the drawing. I can right-click and then choose to group it. So that's now going to create a group that's displaying in my markups list. Now in previous versions of Revu, you weren't able to expand a group in the markups list. But in Revu 12 with SmartGroup, you can now do that. So you just click on the arrow to the left of that group, and you'll now see I have each individual element of that group listed here. So I can go in and actually make edits to the individual elements within the markups list. So if I wanted to, for instance, change some of my materials here, I could do that directly in the markups list. I could even go in if I needed to and edit the actual subject line itself for any of these individual elements. So being able to expand and edit elements of a group within the markups list is a new feature of SmartGroup. You can also, by the way, nest groups in SmartGroup. So you can now create a group within a group. Finally, you'll notice the baseboard group has a total measurement here. So these are all my length measurements, the individual ones, and they are now totaled together. That's the final new feature of SmartGroup. So any measurement or a value that's located in a custom column will now be summed together for that group in the markups list. And then of course it can be exported to CSV or XML. That's it for SmartGroup. We hope you'll find it another useful tool to use when working on your PDF files. As always, we love to hear your feedback on our new features. Thanks a bunch.